started with a promise, a passport, a new life, and a ticket to freedom. For hundreds of Cubans desperate to escape the grip of a communist dictatorship, this promise came from an unlikely place: Russia. They were told to serve in the Russian military and that they would be given everything they had dreamed of. But that dream quickly turned into a nightmare. Instead of freedom, they found themselves trapped in the brutal trenches of Moscow's war on Ukraine. Their Cuban passports were taken away. Their promised Russian documents were never delivered. Now, stateless and voiceless, they're stuck, caught in a deadly conflict that wasn't theirs to begin with, fighting for a country that refuses to let them go. This is the reality for hundreds of Cubans caught in what some are calling Putin's passport trap. Lured by promises of higher wages, Russian citizenship, and a chance to escape Cuba's communist dictatorship, these recruits signed up for Moscow's war machine. For many, the deal seemed simple: join Russia's military, serve for a year or two, and in return, gain Russian citizenship, a passport, and financial stability. But the reality was far from what they were promised. Once these recruits arrived in Russia, their Cuban passports were confiscated. Russian documents were never issued, and now many find themselves stateless, unable to leave, unable to return home, and stuck in the middle of a bloody conflict. Cubans are just one piece of Russia's foreign army. An estimated 60,000 foreign nationals have been recruited to fight in Ukraine. They come from places like Nepal, Ghana, Yemen, and even North Korea, with 10,000 North Korean soldiers reportedly deployed on the front lines. For Russia, this strategy serves two purposes: filling manpower shortages and keeping domestic dissidents in check by outsourcing casualties to foreign recruits. But for these recruits, the risks are immense, and the rewards are almost non-existent. Their plight doesn't end on the battlefield. Death notifications are often sent informally through WhatsApp messages by fellow soldiers, and families who want their loved ones' remains returned to Cuba must navigate the process alone. No support from Russia, and no dignity in death. And going back home isn't an option either. Under Cuban law, these recruits are seen as mercenaries, criminals who could face prosecution if they ever return. So what's the outcome for these recruits? Trapped in Russia, abandoned by the system, and caught in a war that they never truly signed up for. This isn't just about Cubans. It's about thousands of foreign nationals lured into a promise that turned into a prison. As Russia's war in Ukraine drags on, the question remains: how long can this exploitation last?